Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live, live, live. How about that? It's going to be for Pisces. Now, also, I want to say I know I'm behind. It's almost end of February, but I don't put time limits on my readings. Whenever you see it, whatever's going on, go into something later on, into next month. Time is um continues on. So I'm doing this reading on the 22nd of February. So, and I have your astrology up right now, and I'm looking at it. It is Pisces season. The sun did ingress into Pisces a few days ago. Uh, Hands are cold. Uh, well, everything is hiding from me. All right, went into Pisces on February the 18th, and it's at 3 degrees right now, and it has entered in that Pisces, that house, your first house. The sun being our sole purpose in life. What is it we want to accomplish here? What is it we want to achieve? Bringing something to light, illuminating something here about maybe yourself, maybe your soul searching. Also, what's going to be here in um, along with the sun is we have Saturn here in your first house, which is going to be in your house. Uh, Saturn stays in a house for I think it's 2.5 years, something like that. 2 years, 2 to 2.5 years. Um, and then we have Neptune here, which is at 26 degrees. Moving forward, everything is going direct right now. From what I have up on the chart, I don't put a bunch of stuff in here. I just don't. It's too confusing. It's too much. Mercury will enter into Pisces tomorrow at 2:28 a.m. So it'd be in the overnight, early morning hours. That's Eastern Standard Time, my time. So you'll have to adjust. Like I said, you have to adjust always from my time to what your time is. So if it's 2:28 here on the East Coast, New York time, then it will be 3 hours on the West Coast, which is making around 11:28. I believe that's right. Um, Looking at something here. So that's the only transit left right now for February. We will have the full moon on the 24th in a couple of days in Virgo, which is for you, Pisces. This is your seventh house. So, and what is there in that seventh house right now is Lilith, the mean. I use the means because it's about the individual. When the true nodes and the true Lilith and the others, if you go by the true, that's a point in time of a location where they're at. When we go with the means, it's about the individual. The individual um, in their life path, their personal growth, and any karmic lessons or anything that's going on that an individual would be dealing with. So if we're looking at the seventh house, and this moon's going to be in your seventh house and coming into, it's going to be at 5 degrees, and Lilith is at 15 degrees. So it's it's going to bring up something that Lilith is all that of what is the shadow side, or a fear, or sexuality, these sort of things, because it's the dark moon. So there's something dark in your emotions. And when the moon gets to that Lilith, because the full moon's going to be at 5 degrees, so it'll be 10 degrees off. It hasn't had its contact with Lilith yet, so expect something coming after that full moon, when it comes into conjunct with Lilith, that there may be something here that is coming up from really deep, deep within you. Think of the Lenormand deck when I pull the Well card. It's where you go deep down into these dark-seated emotions, and what are you bringing up from it? What is coming up out of that well, in that depth of your emotions? That you may fear something here. Or the partner, because it is your 7th house. And that's usually the other person, or who you're dealing with on an individual basis. It's either a partnership in business, it could be enemies that you know you have. It could be something with your marriage, your intimate relationship with someone else, meaning in a sexual nature, from the other person, in their work, because Virgo's about the daily routines or healing. There may be something that's coming out of the recesses of the darkness deep within you that's coming to the surface, that you may fear it coming out. Sometimes with that dark moon, it's not actually something about us that we're actually, or the other person might be showing, but there may be something that comes up in the relationship, in the marriage, in the partnership, enemies, all those sort of things that are dealing with, that have a lot to deal with Venus, your capacity to love, the partner's capacity to love. Maybe something really deep-seated that you don't, they're not showing at the forefront. They're maybe hiding some emotion. And you may have to work within this. If you may be shining the light on something here in the relationship, because the sun being in your 1st house, you're shining a light on something over there in your 7th house. You're bringing something out in the open with illumination, or what is frustrating you, or you're illuminating it, bringing it into the light, and the partner, or something in the marriage, something in the daily routines of maybe the other individual that is kind of frustrating, but you're bringing it out into the light. That something here may need to be discussed. Because my big thing with relationships, to heal them, or to work within those relationships, there has to be the open communication. And when you're dealing with somebody that's difficult to communicate or doesn't want to communicate, it stunts the growth or the expansion of the relationship. How's it going to grow if something's being hidden in the dark? You see what I'm saying? So you may have to bring something out, that the other person, you might have to say to them, hey, I'm putting the work in here, but I don't feel like I'm getting the same on the return. You may have to discuss something here of, with Neptune, that's kind of either something that you don't understand and you're trying to understand, and you want to be compassionate to what maybe they feel or they fear in relationship, in either making that commitment into something, addressing those things. What is, ask the person, what is really bothering you the most about what's going on here? Because I don't understand it. And this way, opening that communication can help the relationship a lot to grow. Because I am seeing that there is the T-square. Because yesterday, as I was doing Virgo and Sagittarius, Mars and Venus are conjunct, okay? But they were at 6 degrees. So it was something with the masculine energy, because 6 is a Hebrew number for man. And or if you're looking at those sort of things. And right now, at the time of your reading here, Mars and Venus is in conjunction with one another. They've come together, the cosmic lovers have come together in your 12th house. So there may be some karmic lessons here to learn in spirituality of compassion to another person. That you know something here, there's something you want to know. And it could deal with these karmic lessons. Like I said, when I go with the mean node, or the means of any planet or whatever, or the node, it's about the individual's path, life path. It's about the growth, the potential for growth. Also about karmic lessons. And I'm looking at your 12th house, which has Mercury there to join with the sun. So you're thinking it's something you want to know how to work at something, because Saturn says you have to work at it to achieve something here, but you have to do it in a slow manner. You just can't bump it all out there. So I'm saying, like Jupiter. Jupiter is just expansion and growth. And with the square right now being in your 3rd house, which is about communication, and that security or that growth, because Taurus is ruling your 3rd house, and there could be sudden changes here in a different direction of the growth of the relationship. Which direction is it going in? Who's kind of maybe creating this stumbling blocks or challenges? And let them know. Say, hey, look, you're not making it easy for me here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where this stands. I don't know where it's going. So you need to communicate with me, because you're making it difficult for me to understand what is going on here. What is it that you feel like you can't open up about? It could be somebody, your partnership or your marriage. There's something hidden here that, somebody just feels like maybe they're uncertain of how in their daily routines of what they're doing is not showing you or confusing you in where things are at. And this could be very challenging. And if we're looking at the moon, Jupiter in a square with the moon in a square with Jupiter. And also those Mars and Venus conjunct, and they're feeding from that energy of Pluto, which is now 1 degree, and it's in Aquarius as well. All that's come out of Capricorn now, thank goodness. But remember, not only is Pluto about destruction, tearing something down, but it's also about rebirthing, regeneration, rejuvenation. But who has the power now? Let's say somebody took it upon themselves to destroy a relationship, a business partnership, or there's an enemy here or something, okay, in that 7th house. And while Pluto was going through Capricorn, you know, your friends or your, because for you, Capricorn is the 11th house, your social groups and these sort of things just was like falling apart. You thought people were friends that turned out to be enemies. You thought a partnership was going to go well, and it, you know, they had the resources or you had the resources or whatever to make this work and grow something here, and it just all got destroyed because something about it was not right, or with the individual that was in this, okay? Because the 11th house is dealing with friends of like-mindedness, and you may have gotten around people that was seeking control and power. Now all of a sudden, since everything has shifted into Aquarius, it's like you've learned lessons from things here, from people that you thought were friends that may not be friends. Because this is the time where you really need to activate your thinking and the communication and calling out what needs to be called out, because maybe they had the power in the past, but Pluto also demands that you take your power back. And I see a lot of people doing that. You know, they were silent, they sat quiet in relationships or business things and just kind of let things go and thought, well, okay, we can change this or whatever, we can work at this. But what was working against you was yourself, because you didn't stand up for yourself. And when Pluto comes into a house, which is going into your 12th house now, everything that you once believed or everything that you once felt, now all of a sudden it's being torn down. And it's time for you to, with the sun being in your 1st house, it's time for you to bring it out in the light and say, this ain't working. So I think the power has shifted from being controlled by others where people are now taking their power back. Let's take in the news, there's a lot of thing about the media controlling people right now and feeding them with propaganda and making them believe this and believe that. Well, guess what? People are waking up. They are spiritually waking up and saying no more. What they once believed is not reality anymore. And there's that shift from reality of what being dominated by others or controlled or told what to think, told what to do, all this kind of stuff. And people are like, wait a minute. I'm an individual. I have rights. You're going to start learning these karmic lessons of allowing people, giving up your power and your control. And society's going to start standing up and saying, you can't control me anymore. I'm not going to just, because you say, let's jump off this bridge, but I'm going to jump right along with you. I've got a mind for myself. And that is the big thing about Pluto. And in relationship with Mars and Venus together at 7 degrees, it's like the divine, God, getting in touch with your spirituality, being guided in your life path to be closer to the Father, to the divine, in a spiritual way, that He gives you the strength of God, that you take your power back. You're not a servant, you're not a slave. Just because you do service for others, that don't mean you're their slave. You do it for a humanitarian reason. You see somebody with a need, you try to help them. But whatever on the other side of the spectrum, kind of been maybe taking advantage of you. And it's time for you to take that power back. And when Pluto goes to a house, Lord, you got to have the courage and the strength to endure it. You can't be weak when this comes about, with these lessons you're going to learn. And like I was saying about if there was someone in the relationship who was deceptive, deceitful, whatever, and you was just giving all your control and all your power over to them, you're waking up. If you've been really doing the spiritual work, you're going to wake up and you're going to shine light on something here and say, wait a minute. This is what I'm seeing. And if this is the way it's going to be, then this relationship cannot grow. If you're going to continue to put these stumbling blocks in here and try to control everything in the relationship, it's not going to work. It will not prosper. You have your control and I have mine. If you choose to jump off that bridge, well, darling, let me blow you a kiss and send you on your way with love. Jump all you want. But I'm not going to take that risk. You see what I'm saying? And this is where you embrace Pluto and Mars and Venus are conjunct to Pluto. And Pluto's at 1 degree, so they're feeding that energy in. And this is where you really need to ask the divine for the strength to endure what karmic lessons you're going to start learning here over the next 20 years. You're going to really change as an individual. There's going to be a lot of people who is, in your particular case, you're going to take back the power and the control because you're going to be learning these life lessons over the next 20 years. And I don't know where you are in life. I'm 65. 20 years of Pluto being in Aquarius. I don't know if I'll live to be, 85. I don't know. Nobody knows what tomorrow will bring. All we know is that there's change happening. And we have to heal from those changes. And we have to have the courage and the strength. So we need the divine in our life to have that strength of our Creator. I'm a Christian. I'm a child of God. And for the last 7 years, what I went through for 8 years, really longer than that, if you go back to 2010, I was being drawn back into my spiritual, what I know of my faith. I had lost confidence in my faith. And when I started working on myself in 2016 up till now, I've had that spiritual growth. And I've learned to let things go that I have no control over. Stop worrying about it. Just put it in God's hands. Leave it in the faith. Leave serendipity. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's not, then okay. It's just not meant for me. It's all right to say that this is not meant for me. What you don't have the control over, release it. And that's another thing with Pluto. If you don't have the control over it, release it. Open your hands up, say, Lord, it's yours. And give it all over to you. And when you've given your life and everything over to that, you're going to see the most miraculous miracles happening in your life that's going to change you. And you're going to change who you're around. Don't let people take your power away from you. At all. You've got to make the decisions what you want, what your life purpose is going to be. What is it you want to be? What is it you aspire to do? What is it your plan, your goal? What is it you want to devote yourself to so much that you have so much faith in it? And when this solar eclipse happens on April the 8th, man, it's going to be awesome. Awesome. Because we're going to have that period of time over, and I kind of watched this video the other day and I was like, wow, everything that dreams and visions I had in the past are now making sense. Why was I seeing these explosions of colors, vivid? Why was I seeing all these sort of peace symbols that I couldn't understand? What was it that I was seeing that I just couldn't understand what it was? And now I'm seeing it. Now I understand it. His grace on our nation that He has for us is to bring peace upon our land, upon its people. And those that don't want the peace, oh well, they're going to suffer, and they're going to suffer hard. Because the more you resist something that's of loving, peaceful, and the ability to say, no, that's not for me, not what I want in my life, not what I want to be, it's not what I aspire to be. Get yourself involved with people who are opening their hearts to humanity, very people that can kind of guide you in that direction of love and of service work, that not that you have to do something there, but you're doing it out of the love in your heart. Take your power back. This is where there's the rebirth of a nation, of a society in the world. Nations and the people within those nations don't want to be controlled anymore. Don't want to be told where to go, what to do. We're tired of it. Don't keep swallowing the propaganda. You've got a mind. God created you with this wonderful, awesome tool in your head. You just got to use it. And He will give you. Ask for the strength that you need. When you're down and you're weak, at times in life, you just ask for the strength. Lord, give me the strength I need at this moment in my life. He knows what you need already. But this is where we're going to go into a thing of spiritually connecting with the divine. In our relationship, and in our personal lives, other than, in our society. Okay, so let's jump over into what cards. Yeah. I want to do one little thing here. I don't know how this is going to work out. I have been going crazy with this thing. Trying to get it, oh, there it goes. Okay, great. Working. All right. I'm trying to get this thing working. I want to do live feeds instead of, pre-recording them or whatever and then posting them up and scheduling them up. I want to go do a live with you guys, but in order to get the chats coming in like I want to, I have to check it out. Anyway, we're going to start off with here. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe and the bell for notifications. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and share the links with friends or family, those you think can help and learn here when there could be tough days or good days, and where there's potential for growth and happiness. Also, I want to say show some love today, because you never know who needs it. You never know who's going through a difficult time. Share a positive message with this person, okay? And I just want to say, okay, hello? Oh, it's not. Okay, I got to do it down here. Hold on a minute. I'm just running a test here, okay? Because I know something is going on with, I can't do it in one, but I can do it in the other. Let's see. Just want to test this. I've got it. One. There it is. Okay. See, I have to type in. I can't type in none of that other one to get the avatar to show. So anyway, it's working. Okay, great, 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 great. All right, I'll go ahead and delete that out, and I'll go ahead and delete that one out, because then I know I got to talk down there. Okay, I got it. I got it. All right. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna put these here because we're gonna use Gina's deck. Thank you, Gina, for a great deck. I might switch decks come next month. Pretty sure I am going to change them. But I'm gonna do oops, for the full moon. I'm going to use the deck of the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I love this deck because it kind of shows somewhere emotions that what you may be dealing with during this lunar cycle, or that you have been dealing with, and what message it can give to you through the lunar cycles. And we're not going to be done yet, because once the moon is full, it will be waning. So until we get that new moon, the new lunar cycle doesn't start yet. So this can even help during that time. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Come on. All right. I'm also going to pull first. I meant to do this one first. A wisdom oracle. The wisdom oracle is a representation of your prayers to the Holy Spirit, which is sent to the Father or the Son, that petitions on your behalf, because no one gets to the Father without going through the Son, and the message is relayed back to the Holy Spirit that lives within us. Okay? We all got a spirit. We all got a soul. Okay? And it is connected. We are connected to the universe, whether you like it or not, or whether you realize it or not. Okay. Let's see what the Wisdom Oracle has for you. Pisces. What spiritual messages are there for Pisces? What spiritual message? Something you may have been praying about? Something maybe spiritually you've been dealing with that's troubling you? Or Maybe you need to give thanks for something here. Maybe your prayers have been answered. Every day, we need to give thanks for blessings before we even receive them, especially if you're a spiritual person, especially if you are a person of belief and faith. Every day you want to say, you know, thank you for the blessings I'm about to receive today. Amen. Because, Father, you know my needs. What is the spiritual message for Pisces here? Oh, okay. Clean it up. I don't know what you got to clean up, but there's something you need to clean up here. Some work, effort being put in. Spiritual. You may have to clean up something around in your environment. This is 21, so it's kind of like the World card. What is the other one that come flying out? Something is not for you. Something is not in your future. Says nope. Your fortune cookie says nope. This is not for you. These games that are played are not for you. You're dealing with people that are playing games here. Those and we got the number 6, which is a reference with success. Some type of something here is just not meant for you, or it's, think of all the 6s that we go through. Let me get this a little bit larger where I can really look at these good. Okay. Something here that is not for you. Divine has something better coming. You ever had that where you prayed about something and you wanted something so bad and it didn't work out? Because I know I've had it. I've had it in my life for sure. And it's almost like the spirit's looking through the window. Something is looking through that window, watching what's going on here. And that it already sees that something is not for you. Because it could be that somebody's, not sharing in the work. It could be something you may have been struggling with. People playing games. That maybe you need to lead something here. Find that spiritual peace in your life, in the world. Because something here is definitely, Spirit saying, is not for you. It's called, remember those song that, I believe it was Garth Brooks did it? Something about unanswered prayers. Because there's something better coming. So you need to kind of clean up around in your life, in your world, in your environment, of whatever's going on, because what's there is not for you. There's something better coming along. All right, let's see. At the bottom of the deck, oh, Lord have mercy. Just imagine. Remember that song? There's 2 things. Listen to those 2 songs if you can today. Garth Brooks, I believe it's Garth Brooks, Unanswered Prayers, and the other song called Imagine. I can only imagine. Number 20. Wow. Only imagine. And you also got flexibility. That was the next card coming out. So something here about something better, something a lot better coming to you guys. And you just can't even imagine what's there for you. All right, let's see what the look here, peace. And we also got self-reflection. Finding that peace within you. Calming oneself down. That success is coming. "28 is a number for woman. 17 is the number for victory. So there's going to be something here that is you're gonna seek that peace and that just reflecting and that calmness after you clean up something here that was never meant for you at all. It wasn't for you. There's something because there's something better coming in. What's at the bottom of the deck? The lunar god. Wow. Look at the two people. The divine is bringing something in for you. See them holding hands? I don't know what you're going through. There's that fear. Sort of that Lilith energy. Something's a lot better that's coming. All right, let's go into let's see what uh, prophecy in love. I'm gonna pull one for you, one for your environment or what's coming or what's there in the environment, and what the outcome will lead to. Okay, that feels good. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. What's the prophecy of love for Pisces? Oh, well, all of it came out. Okay. Let's see what we got. This was the first one. Air. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Dark, isn't it? Let's see what the next one is. It's in your environment. Not the right time. Again, this sort of goes to this not for you. And the last one you got, which is your outcome, new heights. Oh, wow. Your love life is about to ascend to new levels. So whatever it is that you were praying for, Pisces, it wasn't for you. Because, like I said, it just clarifies what I said. There's something that was not for you because something better is coming in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I would say, you mutable signs. I bet you Pisces have been having a lot of faith here. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, don't wait around on this. Like I said, don't be sitting there waiting for it to come. Just going about cleaning up whatever you need to clean up that's not for you. Find that peace and that reflection. Don't sit and wait around for what's coming. Just continue on with your life. All right, let's see what the message is. I think somebody's been playing games with you. It's almost like the divine knows that something, whatever you're dealing with, is not going to grow. There is no expansion. There's limits, too many limits, restrictions. You're not supposed to restrict love. Love has no boundaries, no limits. You know, it's like, well, I got to get this done, and then we can work on, this. No, no. If somebody's putting restrictions on, sharing their feelings or sharing, the expressions of love with you, no, that ain't right. All right, let's see what we got here. With this air. There's a change. Libra for you is your 8th house, and that's something of past acts. Something that may be you're dealing with something here of the past. The next one is Gemini, which is your 4th house. So there's something that with Vista being there about your devotion to something in your home life, that there needs to be some sort of communication, ideals, thoughts, and then Aquarius. I mean, you got a stellium of planets there. Right. For some reason with you, something's not over yet. There's still something between you and somebody. And this may be exactly why it's saying something needs to be cleaned up. Find that resolution in some way. And if you can't, then you may have to move on because somebody wants to play games. Because there's something better for you. What is it in your environment that's not the right time? And I think that has a lot to do with that it's not for you. And this doesn't mean to say that once you get things cleaned up in your life or in your world, and you bring closure into something here where there might have been limits and restrictions and people playing games, that once you get this done or you speak up and taking your power back here or something, but somebody's here like going, well, it's not the right time. If you're trying to have a discussion with somebody and in your environment they're saying, well, it's not the right time, says, I got to know more about you. And this may be where the timing isn't right. It's not for you right now because something about with you got to find peace within yourself over something here. What is the outcome? What's the message from the outcome here? This new height. Girl, get your stilettos on. You're ascending. You're going up the stats. Okay. If I ever put off my mask, will you accept another real me? So somebody's got to get rid of the mask. And somebody may be questioning that. Are you wearing a mask, Pisces? Is someone you're dealing with wearing a mask? And you got to give them that sort of comfort, like it's okay to be who you really truly are with me. Maybe somebody here is not quite sure about you can they really be who they are. They, don't put on airs. And once the masks are dropped, then your love life's going to ascend to a new higher level. The bottom of the deck, you got, maybe we have so many differences and I just can't meet your standards. Maybe that's what the person is feeling, or maybe that's what you're feeling. I mean, Virgo is your seventh house, and your Pisces, and maybe you might come to the thing of where the person, Virgos are known to be perfectionist in some way, and until they overcome that feeling, because I was like that many years ago when I was younger, and I had to realize things aren't perfect. Things are never perfect. I don't care how much you try to make it perfect. It's not perfect. There's not the perfect house. There's always something in the house, or if you spend most of your time trying to make your house the dream come true, or you're trying to make that perfect relationship, or you're trying to be perfect for that relationship, until Virgos break that stereotype about themselves and really go within. That's why the hermit's there for them, because they really go in and look at themselves. And that's when they go through that process of everything's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. And so it's like, well, partner could be saying, well, if I take the mask off, will you accept me for who I am? Don't ever, ever, and I'm going to repeat this, people need to stop trying to get into relationships and change the other person. There are women who go in, and I'm going to blast the women with this because they're bad about it. They think they can get with a guy, oh, I can change him. I can dress him the way I want it to, or I could. And there's some guys that do that try to control every aspect of the relationship. There are women who try to control every aspect of the relationship. Stop trying to change people. They've got to want to change for themselves. The best thing you can do in a relationship, if somebody has difficulties in their life, is to encourage them that they can do better. Don't try and change them. You just got to let them know you can change your life if you want to. And let them know, I'm not trying to change you. Everybody's got flaws. Not everybody is perfect. I've heard people say, oh, she's the perfect woman, or, he's the perfect man, or, he's great, he's wonderful, really, get over it. Because that's a lie. You're lying to yourself. Keep this in your mind. Everybody passes gas, okay? Just because they don't do it in front of you, don't mean they don't pass gas, all right? Doesn't mean they don't belch, all right? Don't mean they don't do something that just like, what? Nobody is perfect. And when people love us for those little flaws we have, wow, then you got something to talk about. Quit being nitpicky, Show people you got faith in them, that whatever their dream is or whatever it is they want to do, they can accomplish it. Give them the support and the love to boot with it. And give them that encouragement when they're down. Yeah, maybe things aren't working out right now, but they can get better. Show them how to be optimistic. Raise them up to that new height and level. All right, let's see what's going on with, what is the situation with Pisces? Guys, I'm sorry if my screen seems to be dark. I don't know if it's the colors in my screen or what it is. I hope it's showing up good for y'all. We got the 6 of coins. We got 6 over here. 6 is that giving a gift, working, helping the needy, the true needy, not those that just want to use you for what you got or what you can give. What is going on with my light? Because remember, there's the guy standing there that has the scale in one hand, and he's handing somebody that really needs something. He's weighing. He's weighing the two people. What is just and fair? Is this person over here, they have the means, they just don't want to try. They just want somebody to use someone. And this person over here is truly, really needy. They are trying. They just need a hand up, not a hand out. And that's the true gift. When you can balance that within society and the people around you, and you're able to open your heart up and show and know where the scale is more balanced. Your challenge here is the 5 of Swords. That is Aquarius energy, which is in your 4th house. Something in your home, something in your family, home life. Got to be a decision made here. Something's got to change. Somebody's got to speak the truth about something here. What's in your foundation? You've got the Magician. Mercury. We're talking about a planet. The Magician is thinking, is also communication. It has an ideal. It's manifesting. But it's Mercury. And again, it kind of goes into that where Gemini sits at. Oh, I'm sorry. I told y'all that was Aquarius, and I said your 4th house. That's your 12th house. There's a lesson here to learn. And you got to be honest with yourself. So this is Gemini, which is in your 4th house, which is what you're trying to manifest in your home. But there's a challenge here. There's some sort of difficulty here. And there's got to be a decision made. Because what I'm seeing, with Mercury in your 12th house, there's something you're trying to learn here. If you're having trouble manifesting, that could be an issue as well. Or you're looking at something with Mercury being right now in your 12th house. That's a house of karma. Okay? That's lessons that need to be learned. And Mercury being there and going to be moving. Now remember, Mercury is going to transit into Pisces on the 23rd, which is tomorrow in the early morning hours after midnight Eastern Standard Time. So this energy is going to change with Mercury because it's going to be in your first house. So get prepared that you can look at something here that is your challenge or blockage about this Six of Coins, about your giving. Are you giving to the right ones? Are you dealing with something here and really looking at bringing it out into light, whatever the conflict is in your life, in your home? This would be your home because this is Gemini. This, Gemini rules your fourth house. So you're trying to manifest something here within the home. In your home life. But there's conflict on what's being given here. If you're given a lot and not receiving, there needs to be a discussion here. What did I say when I was looking at your astrology earlier? Something needs to be brought out into the light. Oh, we got the Two of Coins. That's Capricorn energy. And the only thing that's sitting in Capricorn at this very moment is the midheaven. Dealing with Mars and Venus. Which I said was conjunct. This again is like your hands are like the scales. You've got to weigh things out. And this is like the metals, the gold and the pureness, the silver. What is really true here? What is pure? You got to make a choice here. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, and that happens to be, like I said, Capricorn. The only thing there is the midheaven, as above, so below. In order to manifest, you've got to weigh something out here. Is it worth giving into something here to keep a peace or keep? But this, no. Sometimes you got to just bring things out. You got the Page of Coins in your past, your South Node. So there's something here that you may have been given to in the past or offering something up here. And I got a feeling something here needs to change. If you're giving all this love and all this attention and all this affection and you're not getting it back, reflect on yourself. What are you doing here? Find that peace within yourself. Give yourself the love. How about that for a change? Don't quit waiting to get the love from someone else. How about love yourself? As someone I once told somebody one time, they always had to have a man in their life. I'm like, why? Don't you love yourself first? How can you keep going from one man to another man to another man and they always end up the same way? Why? Because you're not loving yourself. You don't even know who you are. You got to know who you are and what you want before you can go out there and try and give this something else or create something here. Oh, you got the same thing like Virgo got, the Lovers. You got temptation there. And that could be, that is Gemini itself. We got Mercury and we got Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini. So we have a planet and we have a sign. And the Gemini deals with your home. So there's something very tempting going on here in your home life, wherever home is for you. And I'm really seeing and the conflict here. And I'm seeing, when I look at cards, I dissect them. I'm sorry, I have to. But I always see with the Five of Swords here, the first thing I notice is the 3, which is somebody hurting or something unhealthy. And the decision, and then we pull up the 2 of Coins, and it's like somebody's got to make a decision and this is part of that world because it's Capricorn. We got the number 21 over here. And you're weighing something here that's not for you, apparently, because it's even over here. And something about you. Finding that inner peace, the gift within yourself. What can you give yourself more than anything in this world is love. Respecting yourself, loving yourself, reflecting on you, the inner you. Taking a hard look at who you truly, really are and what is it you truly, really want. Don't expect it from someone else. Your energy is the King of Swords. Gemini. I use the kings as mutable signs. I relate with them more as mutable signs. Why? Because in order to be a king has to make adjustments to survive within his kingdom. He can't be a dictator. He has to take every situation and see it for what it is and see where is the best way for others in his realm or in his kingdom, the people he may govern. And a good ruler. Making the right choices, the right decisions. Taking your authority and your power back. That you can decide. Enlightening. Bringing something out into the light. Maybe even cutting people off that need to be. Let's see what's in your environment going on here. We got the 4 of Coins, which is Capricorn energy. And we got the 4 of Wands. You got 2 4s here. That would be the home as well. We got the page of coins. We got the 6 of coins. We have the lover. But there's the snake there. Don't do something you can't afford. And we've got the 2 of coins. You got a lot of earth element here, so it's got to be something with your partner or your relationship. That Virgo house, that 7th house. Something is dark here. Somebody holding back. This is Aries. Aries is your 2nd house. So who is hoarding money? Somebody not paying their fair share? And you got to bring it to somebody's attention. Ooh, you got the Death card. Death is Scorpio energy. Somebody's going to get stung in reality. Here, there's a transformation that's going to be happening for you. Like I said, this is that Aquarius energy. And Pluto is in. That's Pluto. You know, one of them deals with the sign. This deals with the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is your 9th house. You are seeking something here. There's nothing there, but what rules Scorpio is Mars and Pluto. Somebody's taken their power, or somebody has lost power. The control maybe over you. Because you have leveled up spiritually. Be cautious of narcissisms, okay? Narcissists. Because in your environment here, and this is also in your environment as well, be careful what information you give about you. Don't be too willing to just blub out everything of your finances and all this stuff. You better know who you're welcoming in your home. Let's see what your overall energy is. You got the 3 of coins. There's something leveling up here for sure, because it's like we got the page, which pages to me, pages and aces are seasonal. And where this stands deals with this time in your life. This is the season of your life. Not with it being past as well, could have happened last season. Or the recent past. Because you've got 2, you've got 3, you got 4, and you got 6. That's a lot. I mean, that's right in line. Boom, 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 boom. So there's something of working here. Got another seasonal card, Page of Swords. Which is dealing right in this season now of your life. And this would be maybe past season. And the challenge is that Ace of Swords. Which you got it now. It was time for you to bring something out, for sure. We got the Hierophant. That's Taurus energy. Taurus is your third house. It's time for you to start speaking up. You know, I don't know if this is a mentor or some commitment that you maybe made to yourself or to another. It's almost like he's got a scroll there. Yeah. And this is like the student. I think you're going to learn something here. It's going to become valuable to you. Got another King, King of Wands. Sagittarius energy, which is your 10th house. Something in work. Could be a boss here. Could be an advisor in some way, financial advisor. Because this one always has the potential for growth, expansion. And there is, you can see there's some expansion here. But there could be being cautious about loss as well. And that Ace of Wands goes with that, sort of with that King. He's holding the Ace of Wands, which would be another seasonal card. Which would be by the end of summer. And we got the Two of Swords. So by the end of summer, there could be something very well that you've got to make a major decision about something that may be changing. And probably you taking your power back. Maybe taking control over your finances here. I don't know. Because maybe you've got an irresponsible partner. All right, let's see. Let's go with the Lenormand deck. This usually talks about with the world or the environment, whereas the Kipper is more personal. The struggles of life, whatever you're dealing with here. Because this here, whatever this is blocking this. Maybe you're an overgiver. You need to really, maybe that's what's changing. You give and give and give, and are you getting anything back of value? And it's time for you to take back control. All right, let's see what we got here. What is it with this 6 of coins? Hmm. Okay. Weird. All right, what we got first here is we have the 6 of Pentacles. Again, that 4-leaf clover. This is luck. Luck is with you. And we have the book, 10 of Pentacles. You've got a lot of pentacles. It's got to be your partner. This is Virgo energy. Something here that that's not being revealed. Maybe the partner's going through some kind of conflict. But this book, let's see what's to come out of this. We got the King of Wands, which we said was going to show up. The storm that's going through right now. Mentally, because it's, electrifying. It will eventually clear up. Maybe toward the end of summer here. You're going to go through sort of a storm patch here, something here. But with this King of Wands and the Ace right behind it, by the end of summer going into the fall, something should be brought out, or you're going to learn something here that's going to cause a change in the season of your life. Something is going to I got a feeling there's some karmic lessons you got to learn here about maybe even people around you, people you may have been investing in. I never like to see those birds. They just, when you feed birds and they keep coming back to the feeder to feed, that means they're not. After a while, they don't go out and forage for food. Some people feed them because they like to, see the birds, like to watch them. But this is like people who end up becoming dependent on others to give them what they need. They don't go out and seek it for themselves. It's also, kind of sort of that one comes in while the others are there and kind of, puts out information or something of this sort. Ooh. We got the man with the rose. He showed up in one of the other signs, but I don't remember which one it was. I don't know if it was Virgo or if it was Sagittarius or even Gemini. But that's the Ace of Cups. Masculine energy here. Somebody's past actions. Again, you got the Lovers over here. Now remember, the book's sitting actually crossing on this. And wherever it opens up to the right of it, is revealing something. So whatever it is, it's opening up and showing something here about people who are surrounding you that may be just using you, and it's causing problems for you, maybe in the relationship with somebody here. See? Who's trying to get to you? We got 3 here. The birds are around, the doves. You got to do some reflection here to find that peace. You're sitting here, either you or the partner, which I think it's kind of you sitting there, and you've got these ones coming. They're just waiting for you to come. And they keep doing the same thing. Because in this labyrinth, they keep making the same mistakes. They keep hitting the wall. They're not got to you. Maybe that's why this over here is not the right time, because something about got to get to know more about you. How do I get to Pisces and get what I want? And with you here, you might have Aquarius in your chart in some way, either maybe as your moon or as you're ascending, and you're not sharing here something. See, you got the 9 of Pentacles, and it's like you might be bringing something to an end. It's like something with you kind of seeks out information, but it's got to be real. You're not so much obsessed with what you can take in the afterlife, because with material things, you can't take it with you. When you go, even your spirit will leave this human form and move on. And maybe you need to be more simplified in your life. But and maybe you like to be a service to other people. But you got to make sure that who you're giving to really needs it. Or are they just the lazy birds that keep doing the same thing, waiting for the feeder to get full? Come feed me, come feed me. Because with knowledge here, you grow, you expand. In your environment here, we've got the 8 of Wands. So something is trying to overcome what here, this, as that book opens, remember it's sitting this way, and it opens, and when it does, it shows to the right. So if I'm looking at it from this way, this would be the right. So something here is being revealed to maybe others, that you're pure of heart, you're gold, you maybe got good investments or something here, but they're feeding off of you. And they keep coming back, but they try to keep getting more, maybe, information out of you. Why would they want to get more information out of something? but they're not. With this, the Eight of Wands, it's the action that's coming, or you're sending it out to them in the environment. That, hey, I know what you're up to. I know the reason why you want to get to me. Not for me. Oh, we have the Ace of Swords here. A lustful Venus. Hmm. Somebody else that you may be dealing with is more into the material world than you are. Can we say the word gold digger? Oh, we got the home card here. King of Cups. If you're dealing with somebody here that they're all into the materialistic world, look at there. Are you going to pull the mask off of somebody here? The charade? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You better be you better be weighing it, who's pure of heart and who's just thinks they're entitled to something here. Pisces. Because you may find out that somebody's just in this relationship or something here to get what they can get. Like I said, can we say gold digger? Because the outcome's going to be that Three of Coins. We got somebody here that's only got 4. They're not matching with you. They just, maybe you're dealing with somebody that just wants somebody to keep them up. And you got to be, this may be a karmic lesson you got to learn. That you're getting involved with people that just are not showing who they really truly are, but they're trying to get all the information they can about you to see what you've got, and they want to be kept up. And they keep coming back, and they keep doing the same things over and over again. And they're hiding what they're doing. It's like, with this card here, it's like, whose amusement do you play for? Hmm? And I will say for the women, if you're dealing with a narcissist here, run, close the gate. Don't let them in your home. Brings me back to 2 Timothy chapter 3. Go read it for yourself about scrupulous men. I don't know, with you, last 3 Virgos, I don't remember what Gemini's was about. But with Virgo, Sagittarius, and now you, let's see what this clover. There's something you're hiding. No, we got the 6 of coins twice here. This flew out in reverse. Is poverty. When it's like this, it's like somebody working hard, putting in the work, doing the effort, making ends meet the best they can. And you may have come from that position. And in your life, you've been very successful or lucky to come out of that. You worked very hard. What is the challenge here? Expectations. 28 is the number for a woman. I don't think, I'm kind of feeling like here, somebody doesn't share the same values you have. It's like they just sit here and expect you to just give, give, give. Feed me, feed me. Oh, love this, love this, this. I mean, this kind of goes with those clovers. Those are golden clovers. There's a reward here of great fortune for you that's going to come with that King of Wands. That's going to be manifested for you, the divine, because of what you're doing here. You're helping those that really, truly need the help. And that would be the thing, is getting to know whose amusement do you play for. And really helping the ones that really are in need. Not the ones who just wants to know about you and what you got and want you to keep them and they keep coming back. I have seen it over and over again where people keep coming back trying to get something, but they're not going to really put the effort in. Like I said, it's not for you. Whatever it is, there's something here that's not for you. Somebody's playing games. They're using you as their amusement. They're taking advantage of a situation. And they're going to keep expecting it. For you to keep doing the same thing till you finally say, I've had enough. See? You got a privileged lady here. Entitlement issues. If you are a woman, I will say this, take your power back. If you are a man dealing with a woman who thinks she's privileged and that she's going to get whatever she can out of you, you better weigh this. And I've seen where, she thinks she can control something here. Because there is about, taking the power. And if she's using sex to overlure you, watch out. Yeah, something here's got to change. In your life. That maybe you need to move away. Or move out of something. In the distant horizon, again, this speaks of summer. I did say something about the end of summer. This weight, you need to drop this weight. Whatever this is, or whatever this illusion, or whatever this may be, that's on the distant horizon, in this summer coming, because it's like this is what holds you down. You can't go. You can't go to after what you aspire, you dream, your vision here of what you have. Something's holding you back. Is it a person? Is it people? Is it friends? Is it groups? Is it the deception that's around you? We got courtship here. Goes with the 4. You better think about this. If you're a female or if you're a male, either way, we got unexpected income. Somebody knows here about coming up from poverty. Sometimes we just need a little helping hand, okay? And then sometimes people take advantage of it. They expect it. Oh, whoever she is, she's going to get a message that's going to give her some concern. I don't know if maybe you're paying somebody's bills, but this is, you're not, it's like it's turned around. So if somebody has the expectations that you're going to do something here, guess what? What they expect, that's the wonderful thing about Uranus. Sometimes what you expect, you know, is not what you're going to get. You're expecting one thing, but it changes. Look at there. 777. And I just got through telling you that Venus and Mars is at 7 degrees. And we do have the 10 of Pentacles over here with the book. Something here is going to be revealed. And luck is on your side. You got it twice here. But there's definitely a change. And it has to, it's got to deal with conflict or something like that. There's taking a risk on something. You may be investing in something here. This could be an investment. Or maybe even a property investment. And what may save you from this is somebody expecting you to invest in something and you're like, something changes. You're having second thoughts that you may see this to be a loss. And that's where divine comes in and protects you from something. Yeah, see? Something's guiding you on this path to bring you into the enlightenment, for you to see something here, which is real interesting. Because at the top here, we go into the 3 of coins. So it's almost like a loss. Maybe you put a lot of work into something here that was not meant for you. Maybe somebody's trying to get you to buy into a business as well, too. Why would somebody want so much information about somebody? Like I said, check and see if you've got Gemini somewhere in your chart. I know Gemini rules your 4th house, your home. And we do see home here. But there's a change. All right, let's see what door the divine's opening up for you. Oh, I like it that way. Oh, that's beautiful. The archway. Kind of call it the golden archway. I mean, it's like the door of prosperity is just opening up for you. Three of coast. Three of coast. Three of cups. A toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. Three of cups in happiness. Three cheers are done. Celebration is near. So there is definitely something you're going to be celebrating. Um, oh, let's see what magic the universe is creating for you. What magic does the universe have for Pisces? Oh, we know it's in your foundation. We know you're being showered with luck here. Golden. And I feel like the mutable signs have really been going through hell for some time. And if you really went through that Capricorn, then you really been working on you, gosh, you're going to be one of those mutable signs that's going to really survive. And you're going to have blessings bestowed upon you like you ain't seen before. I hope everybody's doing that spiritual work. All right, let's see what magic the universe is shining upon you. Okay. That cleanup over there, breaking bad habits. Self-acceptance, that's where the reflection comes in. Excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. God, think of when you change your bad habits, kind of that warning of, oh, in the bottom of the deck you got the love charm. Attract a lover, soulmate, or a life partner. And like I said, your love life's going to ascend to newer heights. But somebody's got to, stop playing for somebody else's amusement. Now, I don't know who's wearing the mask here around you, or if you're even wearing the mask. I mean, be who you are. If you are a spiritual person, don't be ashamed of it. Just like it says in Scripture. If you don't believe and you're ashamed of something here, of your faith and your spiritual beliefs and whatever, I am never ashamed to tell somebody in what I feel. Because I've seen the works of the divine in my life. So why be ashamed of that? Because like it says in Scripture, you denounce me, I will not, when it comes that time and you leave this earth, it would be like, I never knew you. You didn't know me. Believe you me, it's not the works that you do here on earth that gets you there above. Okay? You're not going to be judged by your work. So if you think you do all this good stuff, goody, goody, good stuff, but you never acknowledge the Father or the Son or the Holy Spirit, guess what? They never knew you. It's not the works you do here on this earth. It's your time and your getting together with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It is talking and sharing it, what the true, honest teachings are. It's not relishing all the things you can have here on this earth. Okay? Don't put the emphasis there. Look, I love this one. I'm just sitting here talking away about, what the real true teachings are. And then I look at this card and I'm like, really? Okay. I get it. And I'm talking about, your works don't get you into the gate. And it says, let love be your motivation for action. Wow. Don't do it thinking you're going to, we've been taught through the teachings of, in our faith, that it's not the works we do here, but it's the acknowledgement of the good things that can happen when you turn your life over in a different path and being with the Father, acknowledging Him. Don't be ashamed. If you're ashamed of Him, He's gonna be definitely ashamed of you. So I don't care how much, it's like the Pharisees. Oh, we're helping the poor over here. No, you're not. It goes back to that same thing. And right now I'm looking at 4 T-squares going on in your chart. Every one of it has to do with the moon right now, at this point in time. It has to do with the ascending of what's coming up. So it has to deal with Taurus, because that's where the ascending is conjunct with Jupiter. And it has to do with Jupiter ascending up at this time. And it has to deal with Venus and Mars. So again, it's exactly what this says. What is Venus? The capacity to love, to open one's heart up and love. Not to be taken advantage of, not to be controlled, not to be somebody's amusement, but true love, pure love. And with Mars, let love be your motivation for your actions. That's what Mars is, actions. And if you can't do that, and it's all about what you can get in this world, because you're going to be in a rude awakening when you realize you can't even take your body. I know a lot of people think, well, I don't believe in all that. Okay, fine. Then this ain't the channel for you. You got the freedom to go somewhere else. I'm not going to force you to stay here. Getting on that right path, coming into the light, living a life motivated by love in what you do, not what you can get. It's learning those karmic lessons. Loving yourself first. How can you love anybody if you don't love yourself? Right? Because if you don't love yourself, then you can't experience love. And it's not to go out there and change somebody for them to be what you want them to be. That's propaganda. It doesn't work. It never lasts. Because all you got is something that was coming out of your head. And then what if all of a sudden it ain't really what you wanted there either? That's not true love. Love is knowing the faults of someone and still loving them, but being encouraging and showing them how they can be optimistic if they want to change their lives. It, it's there, not forcing it. All right, let's see what the dice is for the masculine energy here. All right, the sign we have is Aries, which is what we got here. Aries is your second house. It's about healing, the health of something, maybe the health of your finance as well. And the planet we've got is Venus, which we've talked a lot about. What rules? Aries is Mars. And I feel like when the sun moves, now when the sun moves into Aries, the sun will the sun will have its exaltation. And it may be time to heal those wounds and really learn to love. Love yourself. And we've got the fifth house for your masculine energy. This is all masculine energy. And that's Cancer for you. All right, let's look at the feminine energy. What do we got for the feminine energy of Pisces? I know Pisces can be so compassionate, you know, humanitarian. But what's in your sign is your ruler, which is Neptune. And at any time a sign is in its rulership, it's most powerful spiritually. This would be an awesome time to be a Pisces. Pisces sun, especially, or a Pisces ascending. The feminine energy has Libra. We have Mercury, and we have your 10th house, which is Sagittarius, another mutable sign. Might want to check out the Sagittarius reading as well. There could be some information there. Can't remember. Did they have a lot of air signs in their chart? One of them did. Might have been Sagittarius. Had a lot of air in that chart. You may have Libra in your chart, but then this is about communications and thought, activating your mind, your thoughts, communicating, that balance, finding that peace, weighing things out. so you can grow and you can expand prosperity in your life and work toward that prosperity if you're a female Pisces. Okay? So that's what I got for y'all. I appreciate you coming and viewing the video. I hope you get something out of it. Hope it resonates. Again, if you're new, please hit the subscribe and the bell for notifications. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to the video and share the links with your friends or family or acquaintances or somebody you think just needs it. That can give that special message for them to get through whatever they're going through. Also, show some love today. You never know who needs it. Give a hug. Be compassionate. Be courteous to one another. Okay? And don't forget, give the video a thumbs up. Okay? And y'all take care. Till the next time.